Hi everyone. I watched the video Blended Learning and Technology Integration by Jen Johnson. And one of the quotes that I want to start off with that she shared with us really kind of set the tone for her whole video, and I really enjoyed it. She said, although many of the great minds can't agree on exactly what blended learning is, one thing they do agree on is that blended learning is not the same as classroom technology integration. I think that it's really important to start our journey off and looking at these different resources that were provided for us on Canvas to really get our definition of what blended learning is. What is the difference between blended learning and classroom technology integration, to kind of kickstart us on this journey to incorporate and have blended learning in our own classrooms in Washington Township. So to start us off, the definition that she gave in her video was that blended learning is the shifting from student to teacher interaction towards student to student interaction while also utilizing the online classroom platform. So not only are student and teacher interacting in class, they're also interacting online, as well as students either responding to each other on discussion boards, providing feedback or ideas, or working collaboratively on these different online projects and different things that are able to happen in a blended learning classroom. The creator of the video, Jen Johnson, she gave four key elements of a blended learning classroom that I'm going to share with you guys today because I thought they were all very important. The first one was having a seamless connection between online and offline work in a true blended learning classroom. It's not just, let's have our whole group lesson, let's sit down, and then I'm going to send you back to your devices to do work that might connect but might not, just putting you on your devices and calling it blended learning. That's not what that is at all. The seamless connection, so you can have either an interaction with student to teacher or student to student in whole group or small group, and then go back and students have assignments on technology or discussions about continuing what we were talking about, or maybe the instruction is coming from a video on their technology. So really having that seamless connection throughout your whole entire class, of where the content and instruction is coming from. The second key element that she talked a lot about was increased student collaboration and control. I really took that as time, place, pace, and the path of learning, giving students that control when they're going to complete these assignments, where they're going to complete these assignments. The differentiation of time for students, how long it's going to take one student compared to how quickly another student can get it completed without holding each other back, and each of them continuing through this content and learning and exploring will be really awesome in these blended learning environments. The third key element was the online classroom presence and how important that is to have that daily. It's not just like, oh, Canvas, we need to be doing that. It's constant uploading and checking to see how the students are using it and interacting. Students can complete assessments on these blended learning sites, and we use Canvas, and taking what you're seeing and incorporating that into your teaching and into your small groups, but also into what you put back out there for the students to have on their pages. Really having a very strong online classroom presence is going to be very important in a blending learning environment. And the last key element was repurpose time. By having the opportunity to have instruction delivered online, have students working independently online, by students working collaboratively with maybe a partner or a small group online, that frees up so much teacher time. You can do more small groups. You can help students navigate the online aspect of the blended learning environment. It reduces that student to teacher ratio, which all teachers love, having small groups and being able to really target specific skills and do so efficiently and effectively. So Jen Johnson spoke a lot more about those four key elements than I just did. But she also ended with this quote that I want to share with you that I thought was really important. She said, blended learning isn't about the technology, it's about the instructional design. The technology is leveraged intentionally to restructure the classroom to increase student involvement, engagement, and input. And I don't know a single teacher that would disagree with saying student involvement, engagement, and input is so important. And I personally will do anything to increase all three of those areas. So I'm really looking forward to reading the other reviews of the different resources that were posted for us. But this is just a little bit about the video that Jen Johnson created about blended learning and technology integration.